Oh no, there was an error on YouTube.
Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunaatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namo Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah
Welcome, everyone. Very nice to be here with you. Welcome, Gulshan. Long time since we've been together on Learn to Meditate sessions.
Yeah, thank you, Lynn. Nice to be with you, and nice to be part of this program tonight. Yeah.
So, everyone, what we thought we would do is continue on our theme of the Vishuddhi chakra. So, just it's your first time here tonight. We thought we'd just give you a nice deep meditation, and it's time to experience some Sanskrit words that do have good vibrations, in the hands of the right person. Apologize if it's not me. But interestingly, we are continuing on with that center, the Vishuddhi chakra. So we're going to go on to the left side. We were kind of dwelling on the central channel a little bit. We'll go on to the left center, which is when we go through our realization in a minute with you, Gulshan. That's the point where we struggle if we feel guilty about things. So that center gets constricted, and so it can be hard to really get into that meditative state if we're feeling guilty about stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, Lynn, about sometimes having the trouble to feel things, because it is this area which allows us to feel it on our hands. If we have a constriction on our throat or our shoulders, then it's hard to feel the vibrations on our hands. But continue, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're very right that because the point of it all, why we're here, is to feel.
Yeah.
And that feel can be just feeling happy inside, joyful inside, and then specifically you feel that coolness in your hands.
Yeah.
But as you say, if that's constricted, if we are feeling guilty, for instance, which we have a habit of because everyone's a good person and they feel bad about things, review their life, review things they've said or done, and then think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But, instead of seeing what it is. So if something comes up,
Mm.
for attention means you have to think about it. Think, why did I do that in 1987?
Yes. Well, that you gotta let go. Absolutely. 1987, a lot of waters
But
passed under the bridge. But it is something that sometimes, I don't know whether it's part society or whether it's our family upbringing or sometimes just a personal thing where we do tend to, you know, talk or think about things, that we should have done in a different way. And to some extent that's good as a way of perhaps making a change for the future. But when we tend to get stuck into it and constantly uh, beat yourself about, that's not really helpful.
yeah, I find if
Person.
there's something and you feel really reactionary about it, you tend not to look at it and not
Mm.
to make a judgment of yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
judge
Yeah.
others, but maybe we should judge ourselves. I mean, for instance, if it's something, well, say you hit someone's car, it was ever so gently and you can't see it much, and then you don't, it's not me, wasn't me, wasn't me. And then
That's
you
an
don't
example.
actually say anything about it,
Yeah.
and then you remember
Yeah.
years
Because
later, ooh.
yeah.
So to go, no, that was wrong, you should have, and even maybe we have to own up.
Yeah, yeah. That's perfect what you say about owning up, because till you own up and make the decision within yourself that okay, this is something I should not have done, but it's been done, and how I can change it for the future. Till you come to that point, you can't get out of the left that
Yeah,
holds on tightly.
because,
Um,
when you get that free and open, I mean, not only can you immediately here and now, as we're going to do, go into meditation, which will take us into Gulshan, but like somebody did hit our car, but it was so nice. They left a note. It wasn't much. I mean, probably we could live with it being just a little scratchy little thing, but they left a note, and then think, oh, that was nice of them, and then Surrender rang and talked to the lady, and it was so nice. She, and it's all getting fixed up, whatever, without losing your car because they come
mm,
at your house.
yeah.
But so, that engenders then a nice flow of the good vibes between, that could be our best friend lady forever now.
Well, she did the right thing by you,
Yeah,
and
yeah. But
which,
if
which is good. Yeah.
rather than, you know, not and trying to forget about it, it'll just keep at you, and it'll
And
just,
that communication is important too. That's which is part of Ishuddhi, is communication.
yeah, saying
What
it.
happened, and also the, I guess, a little bit of witnessing from your side, I presume, where you
Yeah, and then
saw it and you didn't react too much, and
yeah, and then being really appreciative.
mm,
That was really nice of you. You didn't have to, but
yeah,
it's so nice of you to do that.
true.
So we get that sweetness back that goes around, comes around, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
um, am I jibber jabbering too much? Shall we get to the point of us all being here, everyone? Do use the chat, Zoomies, that if you have a question, or you can also unmute and say something. I mean, you might have to put your hand up so that we can unmute you. Chaitanya's on the job, nicely helping us with our tech tonight. But so to get into our meditation, let's do the first meditation. We'll just describe a little bit what we're doing and have our first meditation with you, Gulshan. Then we've got a talk of Shri Mataji, as usual, who this particular talk is one to take us a little bit deeper, as I mentioned a minute ago, with the lovely Sanskrit words, some of which we'll talk about as we're about to put the video on. And after that, we'll talk a bit more about the Shuddhi Centre, this centre, and have our, maybe we'll talk after the meditation or before. We'll spontaneously decide. Okay, so maybe Chaitanya, do you want to pop up the slide of our subtle system? And we'll just describe a little bit what you're going to do, Gulshan, about awakening this energy we all have within us, our evolutionary energy.
Sure.
And this subtle system has been seen by meditators, great sages and saints for centuries and centuries, and that's why we're taking it as a true thing, that this is us, all of us, inside of us, the history of our evolution, and all those. Well, so you've got the 3 channels there. So those 3 colourful lines, the central one is white, and that's the present. You've got one on the left, which probably looks reversed on the screen, but it is the left, the blue one, and that is our past and our emotional side of our nature that we use, and our yellow line is the right side, which is our futuristic planning side, thinking side, and of course, as we all know, we use both thinking and emotion. And the great thing is that when we awaken that energy that we all have in the triangular bone at the base of that chart, we all have it, and it's waiting there to be awakened, and awakened again and again for those of us who've already had it awakened. That is our mothering Kundalini energy. Here we go with the Sanskrit words. Kundalini means coils of energy. And these coils of energy you see reflected in nature everywhere. And strangely, we're all connected to each other, like one big ocean, or a nice way Shri Mataji described, we're all one sari with folds. And so we think we're different countries, different cultures, but we're actually, if you flapped that sari out, we're all actually part of each other. We're all connected. We're all one. So I digress as per usual, but let's get into how we awaken that energy. If you've obviously done this many times yourself and with us each week, you know that it's our desire, our pure desire, that starts above our first energy center. So our first energy center is below that triangle, and that's our energy center we talked about a couple of weeks ago, our center of our wisdom and our innocence. And then when we use our pure desire, which is the center above that triangle at the hip, that energy responds. So we create that relationship with our mothering energy. And as per any mother, she just wants to love and care and help her child grow, and that's each of us. So Gulshan will take us through the various chakras, which you can see there are the dots. So the chakras are at, various locations in our bodies, starting from the base of the spine, and all have different colors. And when we start feeling in our hands, that Gulshan mentioned, touched on at the beginning of our session, you start feeling each of those centers on your hands. So as we said, you can feel the state of your subtle energy centers and the state of your general well-being, obviously. And what we're wanting to do is go into silence and let our mothering energy take us into that place of silence and joy and oneness, where we are one with everyone. We feel that oneness, where we are part of the divine universe that is just waiting for us to jump up into that silent, lovely place.
Okay, so we'll go through the self-realization. Before we begin, I should just mention the picture that you see in Lynn's background is Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. She started this meditation not only did she start it, but she revolutionized the way we receive our self-realization. It used to, as Lynn mentioned, used to take years to correct each of your chakras, and then perhaps if you're lucky, you had a good teacher, you could receive your realization. And Shri Mataji changed that, by which you get your realization straight away on the first day that you come into Sahaja Yoga. And then we go about correcting our chakras by ourselves. You don't need a special teacher. You become your own teacher and master, and we figure out how to do that ourselves. Of course, that will be taught later in the coming programs. So to get your realization, we will use our right hand, and Lynn's got good visual. So if you wish to see where she places her hand, that would be really easy. So we'll work on our left side, because that's the side of feeling, empathy, and emotion within us. And we will use our right hand and place it on various parts of the body. I will guide you where to place your hand. So the idea being that please close your eyes, because it just helps us to bring our attention inside. But if you're having trouble closing your eyes, then you're very welcome to open your eyes and just see the screen, and that would be fine as well. What we really need here is, one, to take your shoes off. That's very helpful. And most importantly, to have the ardent desire to receive this realization. That is what is all you need. So placing our right hand on the left side on our heart, and you can watch Lynn, she's got her hand placed on the left side on her heart.
We might get Chaitanya to either share the hand position chart for the YouTube people.
Okay, yep, we have that on now. So if you get lost at any point, you have Lynn and you have the chart here to catch up to. So the first one, we place right hand on our heart, and the left hand is open, palm placed on our leg. You can close your eyes, bring your attention inside, and we are going to address our requests to the mothering energy within us, the Kundalini. She is waiting to be awakened, and all it requires is, of course, Shri Mataji's grace that she allowed this to happen, and also to be asking for that to happen. So we will be just saying it quietly within ourselves, few affirmations, few questions. And the first one that we begin with is, who am I, and what is my purpose on this earth? Mother Kundalini, what is my purpose on this earth, and who am I? And you just slide your hand under the heart, your right hand on the left hand side under the heart. And this is the area where we need to become confident within ourselves to be our own teachers. Some of us rely on others for their opinion of what we should be doing. And that needs to change, because you need to be in the right place, doing the right thing. So here we are going to ask another question. Mother Kundalini, am I my own teacher? Am I my own master? We take our right hand lower where the leg meets the body. So there's a crease between the leg and your torso. So you just place your right hand nice and firm, good pressure, good contact, and your left hand is open on your lap. This is the area of pure knowledge within us and pure desire. So this is where one can express pure desire to ask for pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. The pure knowledge that we are asking for, requesting for, is the state of the chakras within us, for us to feel What's the situation of the chakras within us on our fingertips? Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. You bring our right hand again under the heart to this area where we had asked a question about whether we were our own master and our own teacher. And it is time to affirm that very question. We say, by your grace, Mother Kundalini, or you can address this to Shri Mataji, I am my own teacher and I am my own master. Please make me my own teacher and my own master. Strengthen that quality within me. Just say a few times, I am my own teacher. I am my own master. By your grace, I am my own teacher. And we bring a hand up to the heart. This is where we began a journey, and now we've come here to receive the answer to our question that we are the spirit. So we're not this body, our mind, our fears, our worries, our thoughts, but we are the spirit. And the spirit has a fantastic quality of continuous, steady, solid state of joy. So it's not the highs of being very happy and then sinking into the unhappiness, but it is just very steady, solid state of joy. And that is what we all aspire to be. So let's strengthen this quality within us by saying a few more times, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the spirit. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the spirit. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am the spirit. And now please place your right hand on the left hand side of your neck. And as you do that, place your hand and move your head towards your right shoulder. This is the area of guilt within us, which we talked about earlier. And it is time to let go of the guilt so that we can receive our self-realization. So let's say a few times, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Shri Mataji, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, please take away the guilt, for I am not guilty. Now please place your right hand on your forehead. And as you do that, just cradle your head into your hand, lower your head a little bit into your hand, and cradle it. And apply a little bit of pressure with your fingertips and the palm of your hand. And here we are going to forgive everyone in general. So in general, again, not thinking of a person, a situation, a circumstance, or what happened a while ago in 1987, but we're just going to generally say, I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. Mataji, I forgive everyone. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I forgive everyone. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I forgive. And now please place your right hand at the back of your head and tip your head up towards the sky. And here we request, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me for the mistakes that I have committed knowingly or unknowingly towards my innocence, towards my spirit, and towards my ascent. Please forgive me, and I forgive myself. And for the last and most important one, on the chakra, seventh chakra, Sahasrara chakra on our head, If you just stretch your fingers away from your hand and place the palm of your hand on the soft part on your head, the fontanelle bone, which is the soft part that pulsates when the children are quite little. There's a soft part on their head that pulsates, and that is the fontanelle bone area where the Kundalini rises and comes through. As you do that, please lower your head a bit forward, put pressure with your palm, and we are going to rotate our palm on the scalp in a nice steady clockwise movement. So the movement of the hand is starting from a left, forward, right, and back. Left, forward, right, and back. That's the clockwise direction movement. As we do that, nice and slow, nice and firm, please ask with all your heart, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Shri Mataji, please give me my self-realization. And for those of us who have done this before, we can just request, please strengthen my self-realization. Please establish my self-realization. Now the space where your hand is on your head, please place your attention there and just slowly bring your hand back onto your lap. Eyes are still closed, but our attention stays on top of the head. Ever so gently, not forcing your attention, just gently watching that space on top of your head. Just slowly open our eyes. Let's see how you feel on your hands, on the palms. You're looking for a very gentle, cool breeze, almost breath-like gentle breeze on the hands, on the palms. Or you may feel some tingling sensation on your fingertips, and that's okay too. The other place to watch is on top of your head. So where we had our hand a moment ago, just raise your hand a couple of inches up and check. You could lower your head a bit forward and just check if you're feeling, and you're looking for the feeling on the palm of your hand, for a very gentle, cool breeze. If there is tingling sensation, that's okay. If there is heat, that's okay too. As the Kundalini rises and she's cleansing the central part within us, there is a bit of heat that comes up initially. You can bring your hand back on your lap. If you're feeling tingling sensation on your fingertips again, that's good too. That's it's talking to you. It's your fingertips are communicating and letting you know where you need to focus a little bit later on. But for now, that was a realization process, and I'll leave that to Lynn. I think we have a talk coming up next, Lynn.
We've got a lovely talk. It's from the 90s. So there are a few concepts. It is a talk, it's a puja talk. So, Gulshan, what would you say? That's a Sanskrit word.
Mm-hmm.
And a puja is where we're trying to evoke the vibrations of divine vibrations.
Yep.
So it's not necessarily any particular thing that you have to do in a puja, but you make everything nice as though you were inviting divine to be sitting there with you.
Yeah. Or you could just say it's learning to express your love. And how would you express it? And there's certain ways and means by which one is able to do that, and that is learning to express your, or not learning, but trying to express your love to being that created you and loves you enormously.
And yes, and just realizing that, and yeah, so let's watch that video. Chaitanya's going to play that for us. It's about 15 minutes, and then we'll go into meditation and deeper meditation after that as well. So I'll just go silent and invisible, and we'll listen to this lovely talk from Brisbane in 1991. And of course, you're welcome to ask any questions afterwards, and we'll have a little chat, no problems.
This is the first time we are having a Brisbane, and I'm happy so many have come here from various places. You know that by puja you excite the chakras within me, and you get lots of vibrations, and you achieve suddenly a height in your awareness. You do achieve that, but after some time they say that Mother again come down. Also they were saying that when we go to India we are all right, and when we come back again we come down. Luckily now we have an ashram, which is a very good thing. To have an ashram itself is I must say, is a very, very positive thing, because that is how Ganesha is established here. So ashram is here for a collective living, but collective living of spirituality. It's not just living here, but it is of spirituality. And we have to know certain things about the discipline that we have to keep is very important. It's not just a house where some people have gathered together to live together, but it has to have a discipline. Then only you will be helped, because if you do not come to the ashram with this idea that you are going there to ascend yourself, it will make no difference whether you stay in the house or you go in the ashram. So there are two types of meditation, two types, where one is the meditation where we can call it the antarmana, that we meditate inside ourselves, to see for ourselves what's wrong with us and how we have to correct, what we have to do about it. And another is bahirmana, is outside. How we have to live outside. You have to have a discipline which is not imposed on you, but very happily which you have accepted and have imbibed. For any art, say in India, I don't know here, but you have to put yourself into a rigorous training to achieve any height. You cannot haphazardly move about it. You cannot take just easily everything. In Sahaja Yoga there is no tapascharya, there is no penance for you. All blessings. But one should not get lost with those blessings if you have to really get into yourself in its full depth. So for the antarmana, it is important that you all should meditate morning and evening, every day. Is alright even if you do not brush your teeth, but you must meditate. It's an important thing. That is the reason I find that in the West people go on catching, again cleaning, again catching. Every time I find somebody is suffering from either for some sort of a conditioning or say some sort of a badha, or sometimes it's ego or something. It comes and goes. It is not something that is detached permanently. As we have to take our bath every day, we have to wash ourselves every day, in the same way we have to wash ourselves within. So meditation is the antaramana tapaha, as you can call it. But it's not such a tapaha. You don't have to go to Himalayas and sit there. You have to just do this meditation early in the morning. In the Sahaja Yoga system, I would say the best that is working out is in Germany and in Austria. These two. And also England, but not to that extent. I would say these two are working out the best. And thirdly, in Rome. They too have ashrams of the same kind. But for them it is very important to achieve the heights of Sahaja Yoga. Absolutely, nothing is more important. Invariably in all these ashrams I have seen people get up at 4 o'clock. I also get up every day at 4. Then I may sleep later on, but at 4 o'clock I am up. They take their baths, get ready for the pujas, and then sit down and do about 5-10 minutes puja of the photograph, and then meditate. Then they go and have some breakfast or something. Then when they come home from work, also they sit down together to meditate. That's the collective part of it. Or discuss whatever is to be done, about how are we to propagate Sahaja Yoga. They just talk about Sahaja Yoga. Or they decide what should be done, what is the best way to solve the problems of Sahaja Yoga. And then in the night before sleeping, invariably all of them, one and all, even children before sleeping, soak their feet in the water, sit for meditation and sleep. That's why I find Austria has come up so well. And Germans. You know, Germans are like that. If something gets into their heads, for them that's the most important thing, then they do not sort of fickle out. They don't have any compromises on those points. They make their body work hard. Now, what is the tapa in this thing? The penance. That our body is used to some sort of a life. India also, we are all like that in India. Everybody will get up in the morning and they will sit for puja or they will sit for meditation. I mean, that goes without saying, we don't have to tell them. Because that's the traditional thing to do in India. Always, when they get up, have their bath, they always do some puja. All of them. If they are Christians also, they'll sit down and pray. Muslims, they'll do namaz. That's a kind of a practice and the breeding of the family. Here I find that the parents do not take the responsibility to pass on any information to children about disciplining themselves, because children are also extremely aggressive. They don't want to know about it. So the parents also dare not tell them that it is good for you, please do it this way, it is better that you meditate. They are afraid that they may lose their children if they tell them like this. Or you pray, or you get up at this time. You dare not tell them that you get up at this time. This is the greatest crime in the West. If you tell them that you have to get up at 4 o'clock, it's like the worst punishment. But once you start getting up in the morning, you'll get the habit and then you sleep early. Then you can sleep early. Getting up in the morning really will help you for the whole day. So start this kind of a practice. You must meditate every day. And this is the reason why I find people, whenever I come, they're again caught up. Something gone wrong. This is wrong, that is wrong. They're caught up here and there. Why should you? Day by day you must rise. Day by day you should be at a much higher state. And this new breeding has to come within us, that we are Sahaja Yogis. And we are not here only just to have good food and to have nice time or nice meetings, but we are here to become those unique personalities which are required to raise the humanity to a higher state. So you have to be now responsible for yourself. You have to look after yourself. And you have to tell yourself, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, please now behave yourself. Otherwise, Sahaja Yoga is lost to you. It's not going to help you much. We might increase in quantity, but quality-wise we'll be missing. And one attack of negativity can finish such a quantity that we think is too much. It has happened once. So now all of you must develop that dedication to yourself, to find out what's your problem and how you have to correct it. If it is done every day, I can assure you, you will have no problem of any kind. Your thoughts will stop, your problems will be solved, and you will have no catches at all, because you have washed them off. But if you leave them on your being, then they grow and they become big. So there should be no lethargy as far as meditation is concerned, but joyfully you will start doing after some time. You won't be happy if you have not done it. But in the beginning you will have to goad yourself and tell yourself that this body has to be cleaned. But more than that body, this mind and intellect, both of them are to be correct. To be an instrument of God, you have to be perfect personality. Otherwise we may not be able to communicate the message of Sahaja Yoga in the proper way. Many people say that we are surrendered to Mother, and we are surrendered to her, and as surrendering we'll get everything. But what are you surrendering? Is that a clean heart or a heart full of all kinds of wrong things? Or is that the intelligence which is a very superior type of clean intelligence, or else are you coming out with all your arrogance? So though there is the Ganges of Sahaja Yoga flowing, still you have to have the depth of a pitcher. A stone cannot fetch any water. Same with children. Of course, as they will be going to India, I am sure they will form proper routines and they will form proper meditation methods. It is obvious that we have never had a sense of divinity in the West. Whatever we had, whatever we got from the church or from any synagogue or something like that, which was only Sunday to Sunday, Sunday to Sunday. For a Muslim it is Friday to Friday, Friday to Friday. Next. But that has led them nowhere. So we have to do something about it. Problems will be solved in no time. You don't have to sit down and contemplate and worry how will you solve your problem. It will be solved. But what cannot be solved is the habits you have developed. Habits of lethargy. I can understand in London if the people are lethargic, but they are not. They have become extremely hard-working, active, and also dedicated. How they have achieved it? Only by knowing that this dedication brings forth all the cleansing and all the powers. Now supposing this instrument is not clean, you won't be able to even hear me. It is useless. So our instrument has to be perfect.
So let's just try not to think about it and just keeping our eyes closed. We can take our attention to our heart and our breath. We can meditate on the idea of our own personal dedication to our spirit. Simply with the meditation, just taking ourselves regularly to our silent place. Let's put our right hand back on the top of our head, rotating the scalp, just asking the divine that's all around, just waiting to take us into that realm. Divine, please take me into the silence and the joy of our meditation together. Just lifting the hand, just locate that flow, that coolness above your head. Keeping your attention there. Both hands are open on your lap. Still breathing. Kundalini rises automatically up through our central nervous system. On that in-breath, flows out the top on the out-breath. Just keeping our attention there, where that out-breath is, above our head. Just try to listen to the very subtle, silent music that Chaitanya is going to put on for us. Your choice, Chaitanya. Something to take us into our nice, deep meditation. Listening through the top of our head. If we find our attention drops, any thoughts come, just forgive the thoughts, don't worry about them. And even touch again the top of your head with the center of your palm, rotating this palm. There's that very subtle music flowing, listening through the top of our head. Still breathing nice and deeply. Feeling any pressure on your forehead, just put your palm of your hand again to your forehead. Forgive. So any pressure on that left side of your neck, the left vishuddhi, on the right hand there. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. I am a pure spirit. I'm not guilty. Then as the music comes just slightly louder, take our hand back up to the top of our head. Just rotating the scalp again. Still breathing, hands on the lap. It's beautiful vibrations.
अखिलं मधुरं
And slowly opening your eyes. Let's conclude our meditation together. Thank you everyone for a lovely meditation. We will do the raising of our Kundalini and putting on Abundant, which is really what we did for our self-realization, but the short version, and how we start and finish our meditation when we're alone and not online. So we use our, there we go, and Chaitanya's quick as a flash got the diagram, but we'll do it with you. So your left hand is in front of you, your right hand's winding around. And up to the top of your head, Sahasrara area, 7th energy center, tying a knot. Second time, 2 knots. And third time, 3 knots. All those lovely vibrations, we're going to spread them over ourselves, give ourselves protection, which is called Abundant, another Sanskrit word there for you. Right hand is starting from the left side and going over and back. That's 7 of those, over and back, 7 over and backs. It's one for each of our chakras, so we're really trying to keep ourselves aligned and in balance. Approximately 7 over and backs. And I've probably done 8, but that's okay. And we will say goodbye to everyone on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you want to come and have a chat, ask any questions or just give any feedback, just jump onto Zoom. Otherwise, good night everybody on YouTube. And Zoomers, if there is any questions, feel free to ask. We could talk a little bit about those Sanskrit terms that Shri Mataji used in that talk. And yeah, right on the dot of 7. Wow, we're very good. So thank you everyone for your vibrational contribution tonight. We will see the second half of that talk next week. And have a lovely night. We'll end the YouTube, but Zoom will stay on for a while if anyone has any feedback they have. So good night to all on YouTube.
Good night.
Good night. All right. Oh. So there we are. Yes.